Hi Spidlings! Welcome to Cleverley Ebvaleigh's podcast, where I tell you about what's happening in Spider with Spid and our gang. Today's report is about the Great Summer Fair disaster. Hello everyone, and welcome. Last Saturday afternoon, the annual summer fair was taking place on the village green in Spider. Colourful bunting fluttered in the breeze. There were stalls selling cakes, jam, toys, and honey. Children were laughing beside the coconut shy, and someone was playing cheerful music on an accordion near the tea tent. But the biggest attraction of all was the little steam train ride. The train puffed happily around a small track beside the duck pond. It had a shiny black engine, bright red carriages, and a whistle that went toot toot. Spid loved it immediately. "Oh, I must have a go," he said excitedly. The train driver, Old Crankle, was standing nearby polishing the engine with a cloth. "Careful with her," he warned. "She's a bit lively today." Spid nodded confidently. "I've watched trains for years," he said proudly. "How hard can it be?" Spid raised an eyebrow. "That," she said carefully, "sounds like the sort of thing people say just before trouble starts." But Spid was already climbing into the driver's seat. Old Crankle showed him the levers and brakes. "This one slows her down," he explained. "And this one gives her steam." Spid nodded very seriously. "Understood." Soon, the little train began moving along the track. Puff, puff, puff. The children in the carriages waved happily as Spid grinned and blew the whistle. Toot toot. At first everything went perfectly. The train rolled past the cake stall. It chugged beside the pond. It rattled gently under the bunting. Everyone clapped. But then Spid spotted Cleverley Ebvaleigh standing near the tea tent holding a giant cream bun. "Oh," shouted Spid. "Cleverley, look at me driving." And while waving proudly with one hand, he accidentally pulled the wrong lever with the other. Instead of slowing down, whoosh, the engine shot forward with a loud hiss of steam. "Spid," shouted Bid. The little train bounced around the bend much too quickly. The carriages wobbled. The whistle shrieked wildly. Toot. Spid grabbed the brakes. But he grabbed the steam lever again instead. The engine lurched sideways, crashed, and straight through a patch of cabbages beside the track, before sliding gently into a muddy ditch. Splosh! For one terrible second, everything went silent. A cloud of steam floated slowly into the air. Then Old Crankle sighed. "Well," he said calmly, "that's not supposed to happen." The children climbed out of the carriages giggling. One of them clapped. "Best ride ever," he cheered. He walked over with her arms folded. "Spid," she said, "you drove a steam train into a ditch." Spid looked down at the muddy wheels. "Yes," he admitted sadly. "I appear to have done exactly that." Cleverley tried very hard not to laugh. "Are you all right?" he asked. "I'm fine," said Spid. "But I don't think the cabbages survived." Farmer Bristle looked at the ruined vegetable patch and shook his head. "My prize cabbages," he groaned. Spid apologized immediately. "I'm terribly sorry," he said. "I'll help clean everything up." And to everyone's surprise, he did exactly that. For the rest of the afternoon, Spid helped prepare the track, scrub mud off the train, and replant the cabbages. By evening, the summer fair was cheerful once again. Old Crankle even let Spid blow the whistle one final time. But only while standing completely still. And that's today's report from Cleverley Ebvaleigh's podcast. Which just goes to show, Spidlings, driving a steam train may look easy, but it's probably best to learn the brakes first. Until next time, keep your legs tidy, your heart's kind, and if someone offers you the controls of a steam engine, maybe read the instructions carefully first. stay safe.